Have you ever heard of Don Hamilton? It was a hot summer afternoon on July 25th of 1984 in Rosedale, Maryland, just outside Baltimore, when 9-year-old Don Hamilton asked her friends if they wanted to go play by the stream near the Golden Ring Mall. They said no, but that wasn't going to stop her, so she went alone. Later that day, a man approached a group of boys in an area nearby. He asked if they'd seen a little girl who'd gone into the woods to help him look for his dog. She was supposed to be helping him, and now he couldn't find her. The boys said they hadn't seen her, and agreed to help search for the girl. Moments later, one of them stumbled onto something terrifying. They found Don's body near a wooded creek. She was only partially clothed, she was horribly beaten, and it appeared that she had been strangled. Another key detail here that actually breaks my heart to even mention it to you, but it is important, so I'm gonna tell you, was that they found a stick inside of her. And this man was now nowhere to be found. The boys ran to get help, and the police were called right away. There were no fingerprints or any physical evidence left behind. All they could piece together was a vague composite sketch from the boys. 2 weeks later, a 23-year-old former Marine named Kirk Bloodsworth was arrested after an anonymous caller said he looked like the man from the sketch. 5 kids from the area said they recognized him, though 2 of them hadn't picked him up during the lineup and only identified him after seeing him on the television. Bloodsworth was convicted in 1985 and sentenced to death, despite there being zero forensic evidence linking him to this crime. He spent nearly 9 years behind bars saying that he was innocent, and it turns out he was. In 1992, DNA testing had finally advanced enough to actually be used, and the sample taken from Don's clothing and that stick didn't match Kirk. So he was exonerated and released in 1993, becoming the first person on death row in the US to be cleared by DNA. In 2003, that same DNA was matched to a man named Kimberly Shea Ruffner, a convicted offender who had lived near the park. And it turns out, Bloodsworth and Ruffner actually crossed paths in prison. Ruffner had been arrested about a month after what he had did to Don for an unrelated burglary, essay incident, and an assault. The real killer was living in a cell 1 floor below him for an entire decade. That's gonna be it for today. Make sure to hit that follow button so you can see more content just like this.